It's been a while since I've done any kind of a playthrough or even an update on one of my saves, and today I'm going to look at Nottingham Forest because I've been playing this save for now 3 or 4 seasons, and certain challenges have emerged, and one of them has been how to make my 4-4-2 work more effectively. And trust me, I got off to a really bad start. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hi there, and welcome to the channel where I try to do hints, tips, guides for the game Football Manager. I stream 3 times a week on another channel called Daljit's Moments. You can always pop in, ask me questions. We do draft on Mondays where we play with each other from Discord, and sometimes, yes, we have loads of fun. And I want to encourage everybody to, become a part of this. So if you have time, join me. Okay, on today's show, we're going to do something slightly different. Normally, I do hints, tips, and guides. And sometimes I feel that there are certain lessons that I have learned playing the game there. And I feel like, yeah, well, it'd be a good time to share them with you guys. And this has happened recently for me in the game. Long-term save of mine with Nottingham Forest. And I decided, well, I went through this little phase where I was, all I wanted to do was play with a 4-4-2. And I had my heart set on playing a 4-4-2, and I ignored a lot of the common sense things that you're supposed to do with a 4-4-2. Instead, I went with my heart and I just threw myself into the game. And lo and behold, we didn't exactly get off to a good start. At the start of the season, I was struggling to win. Our conversion rate was somewhere around a paltry 10%, putting us firmly into the passive, wasteful quadrant. I set to work sorting out the positioning of my strikers, ensuring that the right striker was in the right position, strong left-foot strikers coming in on the right side and vice versa. By the end of October, we had moved to the passive clinical quadrant with a conversion rate of 14%. We stuck with the partnership and started to perform a lot better. There weren't a lot of major tactical changes, but the strikers started banging in the goals. By December, we started scoring more and our conversion rate also improved. It was now 17%. Our match against Tottenham Hotspurs was an example of how far we'd come. We were clinical in front of goal using our 4-4-2, and both our strikers were proving to be a nuisance. Here against Leicester City, we used a 4-4-2. My setup wasn't perfect. Just done a video about talking about preferred foot, and I was always playing him in the wrong position. So I played him on the right side, but he's got a preferred foot, right? His preferred foot is actually his right foot. His left foot is very strong, but if I play him on the right of a two-man strike partnership, he's always going to come in to score with his left foot, unless we create a tactic in such a way that he's always the lone striker. But they weren't playing like that, so a lot of my matches, we weren't really playing very well, so we're struggling. Here you can see the numbers just don't tell the story. Yeah, they do tell the story that we weren't playing well. And then as we went on, against Liverpool, again, same thing. I wasn't playing very well. My 4-4-2 got smashed by Liverpool. Now, as time went on, I started asking myself certain fundamental questions about our 4-4-2, and then we started performing a bit more effectively. Which here with Man City, we actually started playing him on the right side, all right, based on his feet. So his preference is coming in on the left side to score. He did okay. We did okay against Man City. We held them to a 1-1 draw. We played a very basic 4-4-2, where if you look at all the chances that they created, they had some big chances, right? But in spite of all these big chances, they only had one clear-cut chance the entire game. Now, the rationale behind it was we were using a 4-4-2 that was very different from the one I started with. We initially were playing something close to this, right? We had an advanced forward. Actually, the advanced forward was here, and the DLF was here. This is a recent change. And we had this setup where I was playing a very conservative back line. I had these guys pushing forward, these two guys holding the center. In fact, when we first started, I was doing this. Two support duties here. This is a role that holds position. So this box to box will bomb up and down. This was actually the wrong setup. We managed to play some games well, and other games we struggled. We did okay. Our results was decent, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I just have to go and get stronger players for these two positions. But if I'm looking at these positions, they aren't that bad, right? Nicholas Dominguez positioning is about 13, tackling is about 14, anticipation is about 14, and then I've got Diallo. Diallo isn't that bad either. Positioning is 15. I mean, they can play in the middle. It's just a matter of whether their manager can get the best out of them. Essentially, this tactic was more with these guys pushing forward, it becomes in attack a 4-2-4. Problem for me was I kind of messed up with the role slightly and then gave some decent performances. Our tactic has changed from this to this, which makes a lot more sense. Okay, because if you want to, we want to play aggressively. We want to play very aggressively, right? But we've got overlaps on both our flanks. Some people might ask, why are there overlaps? Because when you have an overlap, he's going to hold his position for a short while where this player overlaps. It gives us a lot of options. Now let's compare this setup to this. This is different. Here, the wingers are going to bomb forward. Players have to find those wingers with good passes. I mean, if I had really good players here with very good passing, even my fullbacks have to have good passing, then I can do this with a really good team. In fact, I would probably set this up to play wider with more direct passing to use the wingers in advanced positions, much like a 4-2-4. However, my team isn't that good, but I still want to be very, very aggressive. So I opted for something different where an overlap instruction holds these guys back slightly. I mean, they're still attacking, but it's these players that come up the pitch very aggressively. When they go around the inverted wingers, then I get lots of options for the Mazalas. Mazalas will have more options to pass the ball. There will always be three players in close proximity, especially on the right flank. And where I've added a focus play down the right, I don't want to lose the ball down the right. The complete forward drops deep. So we've got a nice configuration on this side of the pitch with at least 4 players sometimes so we can pass the ball. In large part, I'm doing this show because someone asked me the question, when do I use overlaps and when do I use underlaps? An overlap isn't an instruction that you just drop in and go, okay, fine, we're overlapping because I want the players to overlap. There are times when you don't even need an overlap. You could have a wing back on attack with an inverted winger on support and you get a natural overlap. That's one way of playing and looking for natural overlaps. So you don't force the overlap. And sometimes players want to be very aggressive, especially if I'm playing against somebody else, maybe in a network game and we're both playing against each other. Then I want my tactic to be even more aggressive because aggression counts for a lot when you're playing against another human. Let's take a look at how this aggression helped me in the match against Arsenal. Against Arsenal, we sat back with a nice defensive line and hit them on the break twice through Kai Shearhouse. Our next match is going to be against Watford, Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Let's set the stage. What are we up against? Well, Carabao, we aren't a favorite by any stretch of the imagination. We're still heavy outsiders. We're favorites to go down still. Watford, they qualify for the Europa League as well. So we are definitely going to face quite a challenge playing this team. And I am going to remove the overlaps because this is just going to be too aggressive against a team that's way better than us. And let's just face it, I've only recently started playing this, and I know that this may not be the. I don't have the players for 4-4-2 just yet. If these guys get injured, c'est la vie, right? We don't have any other options. So for this game, I'm not gonna play for set pieces. We're gonna remove our ball into box. We're gonna keep things relatively simple. We don't have to spend too much time trying to win. I'm gonna play higher up the pitch with a higher line of engagement. I could actually drop this to a standard line of engagement and try to win the ball in midfield. Let's go. Try and hit them on the break. But I don't know how. I don't think that's really gonna work. I don't think it's going to work. I think my line of engagement should be higher. I think I should make my line of engagement higher. Okay. All right. Cartwell to Truce Igu. Okay. So far, they're under pressure immediately when they get the ball. So he's offside. He's not. He's actually onside. I thought he was offside. Oh, that was a great run. That was a great run. I'm gonna have to berate my deep boys. That was ridiculous, man. Poor defending from our central defenders. McKenna and Fuchs. So you got Dalberg, McKenna, Lolly, Dominguez, Automaton. Good football. Ribeiro. Our defensive line is just nice. We just got caught out by one real good piece of work from one of the players. Oh, he hits the post. Oh, it hits the post. Lolly is Lolly is okay, that's it. Lolly has to come off. He can't finish. I gotta take care of my players now. Gonna bring Colido. Colido is not a winger, he's just a striker. These are the players that I have. Man, I want to play a 4-4-2 desperately, and I don't care about whether I have the players or not. I just want to play a 4-4-2. If we lose, we lose. Right? That was just unfortunate for us. We got Pasinato, Bruno Fuchs, Dominguez. I like the movement. Maiton, Duhaney gets out of the pitch. He's going to check back. Finds Dominguez. They pass the ball. It's the equalizer. It was going to come. We have gotten it back. Oh, yes. Simple 4-4-2, right? And Maiton inside the box. I want to keep it really simple. There's no overlaps. I could have gone for overlaps, but I probably will use overlaps if I'm at home. Redmond, Vienna. We can do other things as well. Oh, no. They've taken 2-1 lead. There's other things I can do, right? To get my team to defend a bit more. Right? We can turn this guy into we can turn one guy into a pressing forward. I will turn him into a pressing forward and support. We'll turn him into a complete forward and support. What's going to happen now is we're going to have, or in fact, we'll just get them both playing as pressing forwards and support. They won't run the channels anymore, right? But they will help us defend. Oh, we scored a second goal while we were making changes to our tactic. Duhaney gets up the pitch. Our wingback does really well. Puts a ball into the box. Colido, the winger. All right, that's the thing about wingers. When you play them on attack duty, they arrive like a striker. Right, so he arrives like a striker. So we got a second goal. Dominating all the way. But also, now we pull our strikers back. Oh, man. Watford have equalized from a set piece that I should have defended well from. I should have defended really well from... I mean, this is poor defending. I didn't set up my set pieces for the 4-4-2. It's a bit okay, we're going to have to pull these guys. Oh, they're still the same. Okay, they haven't changed yet. Okay, still advance forward, and I'm going to have to take him off. Play Lyle Taylor there. Got a corner. Justice. Give me a set piece goal. No justice coming this way. I mean, I'm very disappointed if we don't win this game because we played quite well. I conceded 2 goals from set pieces that I didn't set up to defend properly. So I kind of paid the price for that. Wild. Okay, we still got our players forward. There's 8 more minutes. This is the last chance I'm going to get for a shout. Okay. His shout should come up in the last 2 to 3 minutes. That's about it. Yeah. Joao Pedro strikes it. We still have a throw. Not another. That's 3 throw-ins I conceded from. My God, I should work on my set pieces. The far post, I don't have anybody defending it. Well, I came close. I just have to fix our set pieces now. That's it. I'm so pissed that I actually had the game. If I had not been so lazy, I would have won it. Oh, man. My set pieces from throw-ins have not been set up. Look at this. I just did a complete ad. Oh my God. This is the reason why we didn't win. Because I had them set up wrongly. Look at this. Why is my striker out? Man, look at this. This is disappointing, man. This is so disappointing. Ay, 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 ay. All I gotta do is make sure that my set pieces are okay and we'll be fine. Well, these kind of things happen. Well, that's one comical way to end the whole show. The whole tactic was fine. I've forgotten one simple thing in this game. Check your set pieces. It's so funny. I just love it when these kind of things happen to me. I mean, the whole tactic worked really well. I just forgot to check my set pieces because sometimes when you load a tactic up, you gotta go check your set pieces. One day, SI, please give me a separate set piece creator. We just locks down players in the positions I want them to play in set pieces, so I don't have to do this again. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. It's just an update on what's happening with my 4-4-2 at Forest. I enjoy playing a 4-4-2 a lot, and we came close to pulling off a major upset. Unfortunately, we're out of the Carabao Cup, but we learned something. You guys, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.